Good morning, class. How's you all? As we are studied the chapter 1 of chemistry, that is matter in our surrounding. Now today we will discuss about blue box question. The first blue box question which are on page number 3, in which the first question is which of the following are matter, in which the examples are chair, air, love, smell, heat, almonds, cold drinks, and perfumes. Now, as we know, matter is anything which has mass and occupies space, that is called matter. Now, in these examples, there are the different forms of matter, in which first is solid form of matter. The examples of solid form of matters are chair and almonds. These are the solid form of matter. Cold drinks, these are the liquid form of matter. Air or smell of perfumes, these are the gaseous state of matter. Now we know that the love or heat, these are not the matter, these are not any kind of matter. Now the next question is give reasons for the following observations. The smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away, but to get the smell from cold food we have to go closer. Why? As we know that the particles which are in motion, they have kinetic energy, and the kinetic energy increases with increase in temperature. As the food is hot, the particles of the hot food are moving faster towards outer, so the smell of hot food reaches us earlier as compared to the cold food, and the smell of cold food takes time to reach to us. Now the next question is a diver is able to cut through water in a swimming pool. Which property of matter does this observation shows? This observation shows that the matter is made up of particles. This property shows that the matter is made up of particles. The answer is this. Now the last question is on page number 3. What are the different characteristics of particles of matter? As we have discussed about the different characteristics of particles of matter in detail, the first property is particles of matter have space between them. Second is particles of matter are continuously moving. And the third is particles of matter attract each other. The first property we already have explained, that the particles have space between them when we add a spoon of sugar inside the glass of water, and the sugar particles get dissolved in the particles of water because there is a spacing between the particles of water, and the particles are continuously moving. As the particles are continuously moving, so the sugar particles get dissolved inside the particles of water, and the particles of matter attract each other. It is clear from the example of a tap. As a stream is coming out from the tap, and by breaking it with our finger, after that it comes out to be again a stream, so it shows that the particles of matter are attract each other. These all are about the characteristics of particles of matter. Now the next is question answers on page number 6, in which first question is the mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. Arrange the following in order of increasing density, in which air, exhaust from chimneys, honey, water, chalk, cotton, and iron. Now what do you mean by density? Density means the denser. The denser is the medium, and the density of the substance is directly dependent on mass, because rho is equals to mass upon volume. Now we have to arrange all these in the increasing order of their density. In this all examples, we know that iron is much denser as compared to the rest of the elements, then chalk, then honey, then water, then cotton, then exhaust from chimneys, and then air. Now what are exhaust from chimneys? The fog, black color particles which are coming outside the chimney, that are called the exhaust from chimneys. It's harmful for us. Then the next question is tabulate the difference in the characteristics of states of matter, and the B part is comment upon the following different definitions, in which the first one is rigidity, compressibility, fluidity, filling a gas container, shape, kinetic energy, and the last is density. First we will discuss the different characteristics of three states of matter, as we have discussed earlier, that is the solid, liquid, and gas. Now the first is solid. The first property is they have definite shape and volume, such that as the solid, particles of the solids are very close to each other, so it's have definite shape and definite volume. in liquid have definite volume but no definite shape. It takes the shape of the container in which it is placed, and gases have neither a definite volume nor a definite shape. The next property of solid is incompressible. They can't be compressed because the interparticle spacing is very much less as compared to the liquid or gases. Liquids are compressible to a small extent, and the gases are highly compressible. Now the next third is little space between the particles of the solid. As the spacing between the atoms or particles of the solid is very much less or it is negligible. Greater space between particles in liquid, spacing between the particles of the liquid is more than the solid, and in the gaseous space between the particles is greatest. It is a maximum. Now the fourth one is these particles attract each other strongly. As we know that the force of attraction between the particles of the solid is very much strong as compared to the liquid. So the force of attraction is less as compared to the solids, or in gases it is negligible. The force of attraction between the gas particles is negligible. Now the last one is particle of solid cannot move freely because they are tightly bound. The interparticle spacing is very much less. Force of attraction is high, so they can't move. These particles can move freely, and the gases shows the property of entropy. Entropy means randomness. So the particles of the gas are continuously in random motion. Now the next definition we will discuss in our next video.